Hello, Senior Kindergarten Explorers. I decided when I was looking out my window that even though it's raining, I thought maybe I'd enjoy a walk outside. The sun was shining and the birds are still chirping. Just a little bit of rain, so not anything bad. So I put on my rain boots and I got my umbrella and I'm gonna take a little exploration. When I was looking out my window, I could see the deer, so I'm hoping maybe we'll find a deer if I'm really quiet. But if I turn the camera around, look at what else I spotted. With the raindrops and the beautiful sun that came out, I have a full rainbow. And a second one, if you look right over there, a second one is gonna start. With the sun shining against the raindrops falling, it's reflecting that and it's making that rainbow. So pretty neat sight to see on a night like this. So I'm just exploring a little bit and I want to see if I can find those deer. Look at this, is the path that I just saw them walking on. You can see that they travel the same path a lot of times because they've packed it down, especially in the winter when the snow gets deep and stuff. They'll travel the same path. But if you look, let's see if I can find a really good deer print that you can see. It almost looks like they have two, there's a good one. It almost looks like they have two little pokers that are poking into the ground. That's their foot. So really neat. Okay, we'll see if we can find some more, or maybe even if we can find them along our walk. Like I said, I just saw them out the window and that's what made me think, well, it's not raining too bad. Let's go out and see what we can find. And earlier, I had shown you guys under the bridge on Monday, I had shown you some footprints by the creek. And somebody had said they couldn't see them very well because they were at a distance. So I'm gonna see if I can zoom in a little bit and give you a better look at this footprint. And I want you to see if you can tell me what might make that footprint, or all of those footprints, right by the creek. So what do you think might make that footprint? And why do you think they're going down by the creek? I want you to see if you can email your teacher and tell your teacher what you think that might be. There it is again. And the rainbow's almost gone because the rain has pretty much stopped. It's just a drizzle right now. So while we were exploring when it was nice outside today, we found another area that had some better footprints that I thought maybe I'd show you. And we also noticed, can you see some of those holes in the tree? What do you think makes holes like that up and down the tree? And if you know what it is, why do you think it's doing it? I'll give you a clue. It's an animal looking for food. And the food is the bugs that live in the tree. Oh, and here's a sign of spring. Do you see the little buds growing all over the trees and the branches? And some of your houses might already have some plants because it's a little bit warmer if you live in Kohler or in Sheboygan Falls or in Plymouth. Mrs. Maple lives very close to Lake Michigan, so sometimes it stays a little cooler by my house a little bit longer because of the lake. Oh, and I walked right past one area that I wanted to show you. We think, and maybe we're wrong, but we think this area right down here is a den to the animal that was making those other big footprints, that was making that path. So that deer, we think this might be a little den that they've made because it's nice and sheltered and protected. So I'm gonna walk just a little bit further. And when we were exploring today, we were able to find some really good footprints that hopefully we can see again. And I'm going to show you a really weird looking plant. And this one doesn't have as much purple. I'll have to see if I can find the other one. But these are called skunk cabbage. And they have that name for a reason. And I'll give you one clue. If you step on it, it does have a smell very similar to what a skunk might smell like if it sprays. But here are some more of those deer footprints. And those are really fresh and nice and wet in that mud from the rain. So they were just down here. Up, and my other footprints from that animal that I want you to see if you can guess what it is have kind of washed away with the rain. So I might have to come back tomorrow and see if maybe they came out in the middle of the night. And that's one of your clues, is that this animal that had the footprints underneath the bridge comes out at night. So what do we call an animal that only comes out at night? If it doesn't come out during the day, what do we call that kind of animal? And those those red-winged blackbirds are maybe over by the cattails again. But if you look close, do you see a nest over there? That's another home. Sometimes I like coming out here right after it rains because everything is so fresh and it smells clean and good. And there's a crisp air. And the animals kind of take shelter during the rain, and then they start coming out after the rain too. So it's kind of neat. And I want to find one more of those funny looking plants that I was showing you over there. Sometimes they have a different look. But I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get to it right now or not. And do you see like the little circles on the pond? Some of them are raindrops, but some of them are just little bugs that float on top of the water. And sometimes the sparrows, when they come out, or the other birds, will come down and eat all of those little bugs that float right on top of the water. I'm gonna see if I can find that funny looking plant real quick. And then we'll sign out for tonight. And I want you to see if you can do some exploring in the next couple of days, or even plant a tree or do a neighborhood cleanup. We came out and we picked up a lot of the brush and dead branches and dead sticks that were along the path. And we also try and pick up garbage when we go for walks to keep our area nice and clean. Not just this week during Earth Week, but all the time. And here's another one of those little plants that I was trying to find. It's kind of different and kind of cool, isn't it? But my kindergarten explorers, there's never a perfect time to go out exploring. Going out anytime, whenever you can, just making sure that moms and dads know where you're going and maybe are with you, is a great time to go out exploring. I hope you have fun, and I hope you saw some things. And remember, see if you can figure out what those footprints were underneath the bridge and email your teacher and let them know. I can't wait to do some more exploring. Have a great day.